Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And at the current moment, we're trying to do a really 100% walkthrough. And partly what I'm doing is trying to help, or relocate, go back to relocations that we've travelled to. Obviously, the last episodes I did was to 100% out Borgano. I tried to explain the best I could of things that I picked up already, those that I didn't put actually in the game. Or I did actually in the game. But these walkthroughs will actually go through practically most of the things I've already done, following so that you can actually get the 100% through if that's what you're planning. So when you land on Zeffo, if you haven't already done it, there is actually a chest over here. As you can see, I have actually already done it. There'll be no need to go to that if you've already done it. So what you're too much following the path, or I pretty much following the path of what happened when I first came here. Of course, there will be a good chance that we probably will bump into some hunter people that from the thingy guys.
We can't stop him. Can they?
Also, you'll notice that you will actually get start getting skill. So don't be too worried if so the next one is actually around here, which again you can see I've already opened. In most cases you probably would have done some of this already, but just on the off chance, as I discovered in the last episode, it's good to follow those through, because I actually discovered that there's some things I missed that I didn't do, or when I changed over to the current game that we're playing now from the original one, which messed up. So and that will also include anything that BD1 has to jump down and scan and things like that. So as I say, don't be too about revisiting some areas you may have done already. Sorry, I've got a bit of a dry cough, contrary to some kind of it's partly due to the fact that I kind of sleep with my fan on overnight. So while I'm trying to, well, I know where I've got to go next. So Yeah, so one of the reasons it's suggested that you is to revisit some of these figures is because I suggested doing it afterwards is because obviously there are certain things that you can do once you've achieved some of your powers that you remember getting. So for example, it's easy to do that. That's it. Right, so this, if you're lucky, we might actually find, and actually is what gives a lot of people the third healing stim on that. So there's nothing really other than that for you to stay in here for. So if you haven't already got that. Oh, and you will actually find as well, actually. So if I just quickly go back this way, that when you go to this bit here, that just before you turn to go across the bar to your left here, there is an echo sense that you need to pick up as well. Now, I actually took the plunge today and actually purchased a monthly subscription for Disney Plus because this game has really interested in Star Wars again. So for me, it was I mean, wasn't too happy that I was paying the extra £2 on top of what I paid previously, but I think it's because they've added a new what's it to it called Star. So there are some programs on it that as well as movies and that I can get to watch that haha! I just got a trophy. I didn't think that would work, but I thought I'd try it, so I'm glad I did it on this while we were doing that. So basically you have to defeat an enemy by force pulling him and then force pushing them. So here is the best place to do it. So yeah, I'm glad that I did that. Right, so when you actually come on here, this down here, if I remember right, actually an echo sense. I might be wrong. Oh, actually, there is. See, this is the reason why it's good to revisit areas that you didn't go to before, because I didn't have a clue this was here.
You never fail to amaze me, buddy.
Duty and resolve. So, yeah, wow. There had to be logical reasons why this bit was here, and I never knew. I didn't think to even investigate that. So it just goes to show you why, you know, when I say to you, refollow the path that you did, go to it. Don't be afraid to. So if you're doing it, just do it. Alright, so basically now we're going to go back to what is the abandoned village. Now there's a lot of things that we've done here already that you want to see me do.
Drill the whole thing into dust. Think we should check that out? Please, assist! You and me now, Jedi. Look out!
Oh,
Solid hit! You're going down. Get eyes on him. It's a Jedi. Threat tag. Hold still. Take that.
you take that. Right, so in the abandoned village that just rounds this point here, there is a bit where you'll find, so for example, so if you do that bit there, you'll find there is an actual echo sense down on this bit here, which you will have seen me do. In the actual main story. Now, I seem to remember as well, I think round here on the wall, you notice that sorry, excuse me, BD1 had to scan. So he'll, I mean, naturally he will naturally drop down as soon as there's something to scan. So if he drops down and starts running at something, if it's not to slice something, then it will be to literally essentially scan something. So when he does that, just follow that and let him do it, because it will help with your 100% scanning. Okay, there are some people out there that are not.
Jedi! Move up!
Back up, I've got this. Whole squad is down.
There we go, and you're down now as well. So there we go. Soon sorted you out, didn't it, fella? Yeah, I have to admit that somebody that I know who has actually started playing this actually said to me, "Oh, you do realise it's going kind of a bit down the dark side, don't you?" It's like, yeah, there were some elements obviously Luke Skywalker did that his father could as well. But you have to remember that Cal Kestis doesn't have a proper master to train him anymore. So, anyway, at this point here, there would be a sense echo. So you see where those little rugs are now. So if you don't see that, that's it. Is there actually anything else for you to do here? Oh, I'm obviously just breaking everything in sundry. Oh yes, yes, so actually this bit here, BD1, if you haven't already done it, will jump down so you can scan the eviction notice on the door there from the Empire. So you obviously will know that I actually been in this bit here. And actually activated that. So this here will have a meditation point down there. And it will take you back out to the hangar where you can face those guys again. So obviously over here you'll see that there's a chest which I've already opened. So now we'll come. Just one, mate. Right, so I mean, obviously the chest, or what, you know, where I went to the chest just now, by all means just attack them from there if you fancy that. But if you want to get the parry 100 times trophy, try and parry with them, and that if you can. Unfortunately, I think with what I've got, it's kind of gone past that a bit. So,
Blaster was malfunctioning earlier. Oh, he's there, right there. That's your last mistake. I got a hit.
and that was your last hit. Right, so obviously you'll see for the main story I've got the chest that's here. And also I believe that BD1 will actually scan this area here. So
This'll be fun.
right, so as I say, it's pretty good to do that. Don't be afraid to do it because, you know, as I say, it will give you skill points and that. So, which obviously I'm still trying to get anyway. The other place, way to go now is this way. And I think what I might do is actually add those skill points now. So let's go to the skill tree. Right, so there's 4 things left to get. So at this current moment, there's this one here, which is Repulse. Ultimate Force Atonement, so Cal's maximum force is increased, which I might go for. Howling Pull, a powerful pull that yanks groups of enemies together, which I probably won't go for right now. Or there is this one, which is Personalized Stims, so Cal recovers additional life when using a stim canister from BD1. But what I'm going to do is go for the Force one up here. Literally now I've got 3 to go. So what I might do is possibly go, I mean, if you look, there's actually literally 1 from each section there now. So what I might do is get that kind of next, because we will probably be picking up additional stims from this part anyway. So yeah, so as I say, I took the bold step of so, I just thought actually around this point here, I mean obviously you will have seen me do it in the main story, but if you don't, this round here, if you've got the force push and you've got the slice ability, there is a chest here for you to open up. Just run around and open it up if you haven't done that already, or to use the force push basically. Right, so we're going to go through here to Osset, and then we're going to... Now, on that section up there, there is a box up there. But we're actually going to go this way. Now, I believe that there is actually a sense echo here. If I remember rightly from when I did, I could be wrong. No, there is a sense echo here. No, actually, it's something for BD1 to scan. Sorry. And it's actually part of the Eno Cordova logbook, so that helps out with like your 100%ing. Now, this here is actually part of a shortcut, but we're not actually going to go down that bit. We're going to go back this way because I want to show you some bits from the wind turbines that if you haven't done. Right, so so basically you go when you actually come into this bit, it is dark and that, so but as I say, when you come across this bit there, just over there, as you can see, you can get across there without needing a double jump, but there's a chest there as well. I think because I'm kind of under any pressure at the moment, I'm starting to get used to that double jump thing. But if you actually look here, this is an actual thing that switches on a light in this area. So, by all means, use it. This now brings you to this bit here. So what we're essentially doing is going around these bits here. Oh. Whoa, didn't think he would do that. I mean, obviously having the double jump helps. Right, now there is another thing I want to get here. don't think it's going to work, so let's just do him in.
In here, please.
Right, now.
You're gonna regret more. I heard worse. I'm taking you down.
You were saying. So, bounty hunter was what I was trying to think of earlier. Right, so now this is going to be quite an interesting one. Oh, I'll redo that again. Ah! I think I misjudged that completely. And that one. Well, I'm really, completely and utterly overdoing it today. Right, I'll redo that. Now, if you've got the double jump, it's easier to do this, but there is a section here where if you actually go up this, although there is a door here, you can only access it after you've got past this bit here. So I can assure you that although it might look difficult, it is plausible to do. Now I'm going to just go back this way and go through the door bit that I opened, just to show you what's it. But essentially, once you get across there, once you essentially get across that bit there, which, as I say, although it does look impossible, is possible, there is a sense echo here. And then once you've done that, as you will see, you've got that, what I just come through here, that will take you back to the original landing point. Okay. And obviously, as you saw, there is an actual meditation point here as well. So I think at this point here, there is actually no need to well, completely misjudged that. Right, so let me just get my bearings here, because was hoping I would get this done within kind of like one episode, but obviously Bogano is quite big, and you can't actually guarantee what's it? So what I should have said up there, where that meditation point bit for BD1 to actually scan, which I believe is actually part of the Cordova travel. So right, I've told you that sense echo, yeah, so actually the sense echo is actually, inside the actual cave. So it's actually the point where you go up towards, where you jump up from the actual, so it's like some crates just by a wall that you jump up, so I said to examine something just now, so let me... What exactly did you want me to examine? Some beautiful water scenery down there. I think what might be the bit that takes the longest might actually be the I don't know what it was that they wanted me to examine, but...
Got an intruder here.
That's our last rocket trooper.
Noted. Come on, please. How do we get to him? Assail the intruder. Firing. I'm sure we'll beat you. I'm gonna take a shot. He's damaged. Lay down. He's going to kill us all. On target.
Break his guard.
Assault him. Target and fire.
What I love, that even you're looking at what he's doing, he's still, I mean, look.
Can't get them all. I got a shot.
So it's just you and me now, mate. It's not you and me any longer. Right, so I could have actually double jumped on that point, I probably suspect, but I don't think I actually needed to go up there anyway. But so at this point here, you can actually, if you're close enough, pull the rope to get hold of. Right, so let's deal with these guys.
What do you think that was? Someone else get in here. Drop him before he gets close. Got it.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
Left.
No, not anymore. Right, so you won't really want to go there because we're not going back to that point. What to be doing is actually going to the first tomb of Elelium. Right, so in this bit here, there is, in a sense, echo, and there's also one of those rat things as well, which you won't see. But when you come up to this point here, you can just see that blue bit there. That's where the sense echo is. Just be mindful of that rat thing, though. It's not that bit I want to go to, so... Right, so that's the bit that takes you into the... what's it bit? So we're not going there. Oh, the other thing of course is that just down there you can slice this open. And just inside there's a box there. So, I mean, obviously you'll have seen me do that in the main story. Oh. But as we're trying to follow the first path that we started off on, I'm really kind of what's it in at the moment. So I think so you have to kind of bear with me because I'm trying to read this from an online guide, and the reason is because I want to try and make it easier for you to do basically I mean, what you'll see, notice is, oh, okay, I think we need, we essentially need to go back down this way.
I see you down there.
So, so what this does is this actually brings you to that point there. So, you know when I said I think I could have just jumped that, I could have done. But the reason it was is because when I first came in here, it's because there was a sense echo. So let me just go back the way. Ah, there we go. See, I actually came through here, and as you can see, so in the first one that I did.
Where are you? We can't wait for you any longer. Sorry.
Right, so you see now, if I hadn't have gone back for that, I would have probably not known it was there. So in the Great Way, I'm glad that there's this guide that I'm trying to follow. Right, so you can go out that way if you want to, or you can just literally go the way you came, to be perfectly honest.
Who's over there?
No one you know. Or probably someone that I've killed a million times over already. So we're trying to get to the tomb of Ilium. I could probably have just actually... So, the trouble is that I'm skipping so far ahead of the actual guide here that I'm having to go back trying to retrack my thingy. Right, so I think what it's saying is that I have to go right, so when we did this, obviously we went round this way, so now I don't know why, but the guide is telling me that what's it thing, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to the tomb of Ilium. Sorry, just let me read the guide and see why it's asking me to go this way. There may be a logical reason for it. If there isn't, then I'll just go the way I remember. There is an actual box in here that you need to get, but you'll have actually seen me get that in the main story quests, so bother to actually get that, because what it does is it just brings you back out to so I think what we should have done is yeah, so if we go through here, this should actually take us to the bit we need to go to next. Yep.
Got you.
Come on then.
Your guard is pretty solid. You won't...
Now, I think, if I remember rightly actually, just down there, Yeah, so if you can just see down there, there's an actual box down there. So there's a box just down here, and this is also where we get one of the terrarium seeds as well. So this probably might take a bit longer than I hoped, and it doesn't kind of help that I'm really following this guide, so now aha.
Jump on in, buddy. You always find good things.
Right, so new lightsabers must get acquired, so right, see as I'm going past there, if you just look there, there's a box there. So, but you'll get that in the main story. So just don't worry too much about that. Oh, that was a lucky jump.
I'll get you.
Well, luckily for me, I had a friendly mole that I've just literally what's it now. So this takes us into the part where we've got the
I hear they're finding all types of things. The excavation has yielded tremendous results. Something there the Emperor wants. I'll get all the rewards for this. Spot on.
right, so obviously you'll pick this up in this main story, but there's a box there for you to open as well. Now this is the bit I'm gonna hate. See what I mean? Now, this one here, as you'll know, there is one down. Oh, so if you go just to this bit here, there is a box here that you can open. You'll actually see that as you go by. Oh, okay, I thought I'd. Right, so now this is where the next fun bit starts. Oh, I didn't think I was actually going to do that.
These workers lack proper leadership and motivation, which you cannot provide. You're relieved.
Right, so I do believe now we have got to go back that way. Right, so sorry, let me just get to the point where oh, do you know what? I've done that, and I think there's something else I might need to get. I'll see what. Let me just see. So it does actually look like I just need to go back that way. So let me just do that. Certainly does really help with this. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'll meditate here. Because I don't think we're going to get to the Tomb of Elelium before the end of this recording. Ah!
Watch out! He's deadly! No survivors! Shoot him! Not liking this. Get it! Am I all that's left?
Right, so when you've defeated all of them, just over here there is a box for you to raid here as well. Oh, no, 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 no. Right, so as you can see, once you get to that point, essentially, so I think Zeffo is going to take me longer than essentially what I thought. So that was another lucky jump. Right, so actually I think we have got to the tomb of Elim. Right, so you may remember when doing this there was an actual chest up here for you to raid. So right now it's in the bit next to what it takes us to the tomb. Right, so what I'll do is I will end the recording here, because obviously what we want to do is head towards the tomb of Elim. Should probably have pointed out that back there there was actually a sense echo, so if you haven't got it already, in fact, I might just go back and get it in the next recording. So what I'll do is I'll end the recording here, go back to that point and that. So thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell for when I've uploaded a new video. And drop us a comment as to what you like so far about Jedi Fallen Order. What you would like to see in the next one. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.